Hi, I'm Jonathan Mandell. This first piece here is a glass shard mosaic I created. It's called Flowers on Mars. It is a 3 foot by 3 foot piece made using glass shards and different semi-precious stones and minerals. It's going to be up for live auction at the National Liberty Museum's glass auction the last Saturday in September this year. In working with the glass shards, I can explore different bas-relief elements and have raised objects coming off of the surface, so the mosaic isn't flat, it rather undulates and has this bas-relief quality to it. Over here is another example from my portfolio, which is a very different aspect of my output. This one is called Nightclub Scene, and with my ceramic tile pieces, it's more about high detail, little tweezer size shards coming together and creating a narrative story. The grout lines act as drawing lines and they create depth perspective. So you can see by the lines in the floor how it brings you back into space. In the crowded dance floor, each coupling of people has a narrative quality to it. My favorite is this guy here. He looks like he's somehow just been caught. But each little part of it tells a story in some way. There's different stones and minerals thrown in the mix as well. Her dress is rose quartz. Painting on the walls, framed in golden tiger eye and other stones. Rhodonite and the red jasper. Her dress is leopard skin jasper. It's a real pretty stone. And over here is Gone with the Wind. The figures are made in ceramic tile. The fringe of Scarlett's dress is quartz, and the flames are glass shards. So the bas-relief quality of the glass shards creates a movement or a flickering quality to the flames. This is a floral vessel. It's 4 foot tall. It's a collaborative piece with West Coast artist Scott Semple. He creates these 4 and 6 foot tall vessels. I took his perfectly symmetric vessel and created an asymmetry to it by using these glass shards. Glass shards are broken pieces from hot shops where they blow glass. Purpose in using them is that because they're convex and concave, it can have this relief quality to it and create movement on the mosaic surface. I have it on a Lazy Susan so I can turn it around, and you can see the way it pushes and pulls the surface in and out as you go around the piece. This piece is called Nisqually 1. It's named after an earthquake that happened in the Seattle area, the Pacific Northwest, in 2000. So after the earthquake, it occurred to me that it's a real hub for glass artists, glass blowers and whatnot. So I contacted different glass artists thinking that perhaps many of them had been affected by the earthquake and losing glass. And I asked them to send me their broken shards, and I created Nisqually 1, 2, and 3. And then a percentage of the sale went to SURF, Craft Artists Emergency Relief Fund. In this case, the glass shards are from the artist Dale Jahuli. I combined the artist's man-made art glass with natural volcanic glass. On the sky, this is Snowflake Obsidian. It's a natural volcanic glass that comes from Utah. You can see why they call it Snowflake. In the sky, there are different semi-precious stone spheres. There's rhodonite, labradorite, there's an agate, and a jasper. The figure is a Gauguin-esque figure, Gauguin-esque in style. It's made out of 3 varieties of marble. And then as a raised element here, you have this vessel. The mouth of the vessel has a 1-inch hole, and inside the hole, if you peer in, there is amethyst. This is my first international piece. It's going to Israel to the Hadassah Medical Center. It's a portrait of a Los Angeles-based philanthropist. And it's in the style of a 17th century portrait where you have the subject and then the landscape behind the subject. The landscape is narrative to the subject. You can see the grout lines here in her hair and in the stripes of the sweater, and they give the illusion of the volume of form, that there's a solidness to her torso or her arm or head, and to her right is glass shards that make up some of the landscape in the back. Her necklace is made using chevron amethyst and glass gems. Her brooch is abalone. Her earrings are pyrite, fool's gold. And her eyes are a stone called stromatolite, which is actually a fossilized algae. You learn the names of the different stones and minerals because if you want to buy more, you have to know what it's called.